I just want you to know the only reason why she is here on this show for the past few years is so that she can show off her outfits.
Well, she's doing a good job. You look amazing.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
At least she thanks me. Too.
Hello, Hunnay. Dr. Cindy, in all of the phases of Monaco's life, brings things up to me just to make sure that I'm aware and that I am prepared for anything that I may or should know about. This particular topic is about the ghost in the nursery. I was like,
The go nursery baby died?
that.
Are you
Exactly
kidding
that.
me?
I was freaked out because that sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
And you said, no. It's not what you think, but it's actually
Traumas, hurts, disappointments, pains you had as a child that you don't want to reproduce when you have your kid.
Why is it called Ghost in the Nursery though?
Because they haunt you as a parent. Sometimes they come up while you're parenting and you have a similar situation that you went through as a child. And I can give an example if that helps.
Could you please?
Scary, man.
So, sometimes when I talk to parents about this, they think, oh, well, Dr. Hatcher, I haven't had any childhood traumas. I wasn't abused. There was no domestic violence or substance use in the house. I don't have ghosts in the nursery. But ghosts in the nursery is more than just that. It's disappointments, times where you were just sad, felt forgotten. It's the pains that you experienced as a child that come up. I know when I was younger, my mom worked full-time and she went to school full-time. So I didn't get to see her very much. In fact, my memories of my mom when I was younger was her waking me up in the middle of the night to do my hair. So my hair was well done for school and I'd have to sleep like this to keep it cute.
Wow.
And I remember missing my mom. I missed her so much.
Yeah.
And when she finally got her degree and she was able to get a new job and more flexibility, we were always in her office and playing with her copy machine and stuff. But I just remember thinking, man, I kind of wish she had been there those years that I missed her.
After your mom do your hair and your mom pass away.
No.
No, Mom, look at me.
I look at you. I do. Look
Let
at
me
you.
adjust your antenna to make sure you're hearing me.
My antenna is
Listen
very
to me.
good, don't worry.
Listen to me. When Dr. Cindy was a kid, her mom worked a lot.
Okay.
So she didn't get to see her. So one
There's
day she
an F-ham.
really missed her mom. And today, as a mom, she wants to make sure she doesn't do that to her kids so that it's not the same habit repeated over into this generation.
I'm still a working mom, so I feel so guilty when I'm away from them. And I think it's part of me remembering me as a little kid being like, God, I wish my mom was here.
I think I already know a few ghosts in the nurseries that I've had from that one over there.
You think so?
Yeah. Mom.
Go ahead, just spill the bean. I don't care anymore.
Growing up, if I was nervous or I was afraid or I wasn't sure of people or a stranger you made me bow to or hang out with,
Right.
I wasn't encouraged to share my feelings. Smile, smile, go hug them. Aren't you happy to see them? Be happy, even though I hated the bitch. Happy, go look at her, you're happy. And I'm like, I don't like this woman. So
Right.
let's pretend Monaco greeted Dr. Cindy and was like, I don't want it right now. I wouldn't force her. I would say, okay, we'll probably do it later on. We'll try again later. There are parents
Go ahead.
who force their kids to say hello to the grown-up or to go hug them, go take a picture, go. Hold them and give them a kiss. I was forced to kiss so many random gross uncles and people I didn't like. I'm not gonna force Monaco to kiss anybody. I'm not gonna force Monaco to hug anybody unless Monaco wants to. When Monaco met Dr. Cindy, all I asked her to do was say hi to Dr. Cindy. Do you remember? She ran to Dr. Cindy and jumped in Dr. Cindy's arms. That's her own will. As long as Dr. Cindy's comfortable with that, then it was okay.
You do that only like a Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year, right?
No.
No, hold on. Lunar
No.
New Year. So when the adult come over, or uncle or auntie, whatever, they come over, they want to look at you and hug you to bring good luck for them, and you smile and bring good luck for both of them, for both of you and her. That's okay. But if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that too. It's okay, Dad.
Mom, yes, okay, if you don't want to do it, then that's okay too. Then that I agree.
Right, you don't have to do
but
that.
I want to give you an extreme example of why I really learned, for me, that I have to be very careful with forcing a child to ignore their feelings. I was taught, which is very much in our culture, to
Right.
be very polite to elders.
Yes.
Always automatically trust, automatically. If that's your uncle, if that's your cousin, if this is your neighbor, and your parents say they're okay, trust them.
At that time, you only 1
But
or
Mom,
2 years old.
listen, Mom, you're not listening. Please listen, this is very serious.
Uh-huh.
What that did to me is later on when I was 8, 9 years old, and I met relatives, that one relative that really took advantage of me, Mom, and touched me in places that was not okay.
That's a different story then.
Mom, you're not listening. I did not learn how to say no. I don't want to touch you. I am not comfortable with you hugging me. Actually, I'm not comfortable with you coming over to my house to babysit me. Mom, I don't like the way he makes me feel. He makes me feel uncomfortable. I didn't know how to say that because I never was taught to listen to my feelings, that it's okay, I feel weird right now. I am not talking about bowing and saying hello. You can bow and say hello.
Right.
But don't force a kid to ignore their feelings.
Just listening to Jeannie talk about her experience, did you have something as a child where you felt like you weren't heard?
How were your feelings when you were a kid, and was somebody there to listen to you, or did they ignore your feelings?
No, you can't, because my father, he control me. Sometimes I come up to my mom. I tell my mom, and my mom, well, that's your father, nothing you can do. She's not on my side, she listens to him. One time I told my father, you did it wrong, whatever, and the result, he hit me to make me shut up. So I just let it go.
And how?
Nobody listened to me.
So it just shut
what-
you down.
I had bruised, and then he said sorry to me. No, he didn't say sorry. He give my mom Chinese medicine to put, to get better, and then the next day he buy a lot of food to, feed me. But why you hit me and you do that? I don't like that. I don't want to eat this food too. You know what I mean? He tried to make it up, but he not gonna say sorry. And I told him, don't hit me anymore, so you don't have to buy something like this.
How did that make you feel when you were trying to express your feelings and I wouldn't listen to you, or you said something huge? Your own mom didn't support you.
If they don't listen to me, nothing I can do, I ran away. That's why I say, I get out of my family, because I don't want to go like that. I used to cry all the time at night.
Why would you cry?
Because you talk and nobody listen, and you get abused too much, nothing you can do. I feel embarrassed because if they don't solve the problem, they tell to everybody, and later on what happened, the whole wide world know about my father is the bad person, but doesn't help me at all. Run away, that's better.
How old were you at that time?
At that time, like 17 or 18.
What would you tell them?
I think if
If you were talking to Omwai right now and Moai, what would you say to them?
in their mind, they are parent. I'm the right person. I'm perfect. I'm not wrong. You cannot tell them anything. Like the last 2 weeks, I came home, I met him, and I told him, sometimes
You met Omwai?
met a while, sometimes we talk about it, and then I say, you used to hit me a lot, but lucky my face still look beautiful, and I don't have any scar face, like because he wear ring when they slap me, whatever, you never know.
You told him this?
I told him that, and he told me, well, you are my daughter. If you do wrong, I hit you, that's normal. I say, but don't you think you hit me too hard, You can punish me, put me in the corner. Why you do that for? He say, that's the way I do like that. You don't like it. Get lost. Appreciate what I bring you over here, and don't ever tell me I'm wrong. I'm not wrong, okay? You cannot say anything, Jeannie. I got a nightmare. When I sleep, I saw him hitting me all the time. Nightmare, that's my nightmare. All the time.
I'm so sorry.
I did not know that you still have nightmares about it.
I do, yeah.
I can't imagine, you're so happy and you're so bright and you're so beautiful that I would never imagine such a confident person still being so haunted
Yeah.
by such deep wounds that somebody did to you. I'm so sorry that you still think about that and you have to deal with that, Mom. I never knew that.
I think what's beautiful listening to both of you talk about your experience not feeling heard, and then Mama Mai, your experience not feeling heard. I think
We both know all too well what that feels
exactly
like to never ever let that repeat itself ever again.
and it gives us a chance to have empathy for each other.
Yes.
As a child, you see your parent and you only see this context, right? The parent-child relationship. And so then you're like, man, Mom, why are you doing that? Why are you treating me like this? Why is my mom being so cold? And then you listen to your mom tell her story and you're like, oh.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. Wow. I'm sorry, Mom. Like, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Now we both can be intentional moving forward for the next generation.
Yeah.
I spank you, I hit you a lot, you know. And then when I think, anytime I call, Jeannie, and then when you hear me, you come, your face look scary all the time. I didn't realize that until the more I'm older, the more I'm thinking about it. It's like, how come anytime I call your name and you run back to me like, yes, Mom, but you scary, you know? And I realized I don't want to be like a animal, you know what I mean? I don't want to be like a King Kong, make you scared. I don't like that. I want to call you with love, not with scary.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember you calling me and I would run. I would be like, oh my God, what does she want again? What am I gonna get yelled at again? I was very scared of you, Mom.
I know. You see that same thing. I ran away from my dad. She ran away from me. You see, the same generation,
Exact
two
same.
times. That's stupid. That's really stupid. That's no good. But when she ran away, this really woke me up. Really woke me up. You know, like somebody, you know, throw the water on my face.
I never knew she cared about this.
So I
Because when it
realized I'm wrong.
happened, I ran away to San Francisco, but every time I would see her, she was so cold and she would act like she didn't care. Like, Amuyi, like, what do you want? Why are you back? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
You remember when I came home that one night?
I know.
I came home to get some things from my bedroom and they acted so cold that I actually thought my mom has no heart. She doesn't care about
But
me
I told
being
my,
okay.
I told my cousin, Yilang, I told my cousin, you know, ask her where she live, what she doing, you know, let me know what's going on. But I pretend I don't care. Go ahead, whatever you get, just get out of my house, you know what I mean? But I tell my sister, spy on her, you know, to see what she doing, you know, so she can, you know, let me know what's going on. But I don't want her to know I'm worried.
We are terrible. These ghosts have lived
know.
way too damn long in our family.
As humans, when we respond to trauma, we do self-preservation. We get out of there and we move on and we focus on the next task.
Yeah.
And if we don't revisit that trauma and do the self-work to recognize our triggers, recognize the healing that needs to happen, we will reproduce that trauma in our own lives.
Right.
Different set of characters, the same issues.
I will take care of Monica real good. You know why? Because I'm thinking, I don't know if she still have my blood inside her or not. If she do something bad to Monica, I can open my arm. I can let Monica come visit me and tell me the real thing about my mom, whatever. I can let her stay with me and take care of her because I don't want her to run away like another 16 years old.
Yes.
You see what I mean?
Yes.
I'm scared because 2 generations already.
Right.
You see? That's why I have to watch out from now on. That's why I always spy on you. I always nosy. I want to see what's going on, Monica. What is it? You know what I mean? I have to know because I don't want the same in our family for the 3rd generation. You see what I mean?
I'm
you
so
never
proud
know.
of you, Mom.
I
I'm
know.
so
I know,
proud
I
of
know.
you. I mean, circle back to the beginning of our conversation.
Yes.
I actually started thinking, my mom's not going to understand. My whole point is let a kid's feelings be heard.
Right.
But really, you understand 100% of what I
Yeah,
said, Mom, which is you never want Monaco to experience not being heard like you.
We support her, but we have to be careful. Right now, she's 10 months already. I see her a little bit stuck up. I see your kid a little bit bossy already. I saw already.
Fix your family. Thank you, Dr. Cindy. You are our family.
Oh.
You are our family, Mom.
Yeah, you are our
She's the
family.
best.
We love you.
We're adopting you.
I wear a beautiful color, bright color. Today I thought I'm gonna be happy, but she make me sad and
Bye.
goodbye. And don't forget to subscribe.
Oh my God.